Happy Friday, everyone. Semi-retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. I have to go to work today because it's Friday, but I thought I would come out here and get just a little bit of work done. Not a lot. But it's finally fairly nice out here. It's about 70 degrees, which is so much nicer than it was. I'm gonna have to run the mower out here again probably tomorrow morning, but we'll see how I feel after working tonight. But while I do a little bit of work, I thought I'd talk about a couple of things real quick with you, because I see a lot of people asking about detoxes. What do we need to help our bodies detox? And there are lots of people out there pushing really expensive solutions for things you can drink and potions and all sorts of goofy stuff to so-called help your body detox. And you know, I'm no expert. I'm just an old retired truck driver, but I believe the best detox we can do is just stick to our carnivore diet. Our body is very good at healing itself if we just get out of our own way and let it happen. I've been meaning to get to these for more than a month, and now of course they're really big. But you can see from the dead, well, I don't know if you can, maybe you can see from all the dead shoots down in this thing that this stupid thing just keeps growing back no matter how many times I cut it down. But I don't want it to get too big. I want to just, oh, come on, you can get through the fence there. Maybe not. Okay. You have to be careful not to clip the fence. But this stupid fence has always been a problem. But yeah, I mean, there's so many, you know, whether they call it liver cleanse or kidney cleanse or any of the other high-priced things that are out there that we supposedly need to detox our body. To me, it seems like foolishness. And I think Dr. Berry agrees with me on that. I think our body is very good at cleansing itself when things are out of whack. All we have to do is keep eating our carnivore diet and it will cleanse itself. I mean, how, if we needed other stuff, how would we have gotten so much healthier with this way of eating without doing any of that stuff? Just eating meat, adding salt, drinking the water, probably some eggs and some bacon, and a few other things are what it really takes. This was just a short little topic today while I cut some weeds. But I was watching yet another ridiculous person spouting the same old nonsense that we have all heard since we started this way of eating. So I thought perhaps I could address that today as well, since I still have, I'm not going to get them all done today. I just wanted to get this started. So as you can see, I'm going to have another great big pile of crap to throw out in the trash when it comes fall, which is rapidly approaching. But I wanted to get a little head start on this because I'm planning on working on my car camper very, very soon. But it's hard to get to that kind of stuff when I got this kind of stuff still hanging over my head. But let's go ahead and talk about vitamin C just a little bit. You know, they say, oh, well, if you do carnivore, you're going to get scurvy because there's no vitamin C in meat. And that all sounds really good, except it doesn't happen. So there must be some vitamin C in meat, or many of the long-term carnivores would have succumbed to scurvy long before now. As I do on a fairly regular basis. I mean, I don't think Rick down in Miami, Charger Mopar, has scurvy. And he's been doing this longer than any of us, except maybe Maggie, the rancher. So how do you explain people like that? Or even me, and many of the people that watch my channel that have been doing this for 6 months, a year, maybe 2. How do you explain them not having scurvy? Since scurvy takes about 6 weeks to develop. If carnivore did not have enough vitamin C in it, then shouldn't there be at least one case of scurvy out there in the community that's documented? Because there are a lot of us, hundreds of thousands, if not more, doing this way of life for more than 6 weeks. And yet there is no documented case of scurvy out there. Now, as Professor K explains to us, a big pile of leaves there. Spread those out so they can dry out. I'll get over them with the mower sometime this weekend. But we don't need as much vitamin C as the so-called experts recommend, because vitamin C is taken up by the cells via the GLUT4 transporter, which is the same transporter that moves glucose into our cells. So if it's not, as Professor K, the analogy he uses, if it's two fat guys trying to get through a revolving door, usually the fat guy, the fatter of the two, gets through the revolving door. So if we have no sugar competing with that vitamin C, we don't need nearly as much of it. It's pretty amazing how all these things just keep coming back and growing bigger, and no matter how many times I cut them down, it's like a yearly thing. But at least I can do this now. Part of what got the backyard so out of control is that goofy lawn service that I hired when I couldn't do these things for myself. They were not very good about cutting back weeds. They just mowed what they could get their mowers to and called their job done for the day, which kind of upsets me. I wish I could go back and get some of my money back from them, but I can't because I didn't notice it at the time, because when I hired them, I could barely stand up, let alone get back here to do stuff. Okay. Well, that makes this half of the yard look a little better. I'll wait till that one that I cut through dies off and get it taken care of. But the main point of today's video, besides me getting some work done, is to let you know that I don't think we need to buy expensive cleanses and detoxes. Just keep eating carnivore diet. And today is August the 1st. You saw in that short I made that I used up the last of my stew meat, because what I have planned, something I had planned several months ago, but the cost of eggs got outrageously expensive. I'm going to do just eggs for August as an experiment, just to see how I feel. I think it'll be interesting, and since eggs are cheaper now, I can afford to do my experiment of just eggs. So I'll keep you posted how that goes. But happy 1st of August. Hopefully some of what I said today made sense. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you in the next one.